But the unheard of happened today. A Greenville County councilman appeared and testified before a grand jury. Now the question is why? What you are looking at just doesn't happen.
I feel blessed that the Lord opened that door for me. And there must be a reason.
Today, Greenville County Councilman Tony Trout appeared before the grand jury. But why? He says it's the first time since 1952 that a non-police officer has ever done this.
I can make no comment whatsoever pertaining to the testimony inside the rooms, but I was very impressed with the grand jury.
The only reason anyone would be here is if they believe they had evidence of criminal activity somewhere or concerning someone.
You know, they were, I don't know when they meet, okay? If they meet there or meet someplace else, I don't have a clue. So, but anyway, but Judge Pugh, is he the one that did it?
Yeah, that's my understanding. I mean, that's he won't be quoted tomorrow in the paper. He doesn't want to be quoted. But what he told me is that I mean, we're talking off the record. He didn't get this from me, okay?
Okay.
But he told me that, you know, this thing was just a clerical error and that Handley's going to testify. He's going to have to bring the documents. It just won't happen on Wednesday because there is no grand jury meeting on Wednesday.
I've been researching this. Legally, you know, the judge cannot recall nothing.
Deputies don't bother. Don't bother serving it because it's wrong. So.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, yeah, you're right. It wasn't formally recalled. There was no.
I know, because they could indict him for misconduct in office.
Like I say, you went and talked to the. Please don't ever quote me on that stuff, because like I say, we don't have an opinion. They won't let us say a lot of stuff, but this is good stuff, and I want to get it in there. So
we just send us to find the facts and give them to them. Then we have to go by their opinion. Basically, that's how it works.
Bob Ariel.
We have whoever the prosecutor, whoever the prosecuting authority is, and
this right here. Have I done anything wrong?
Did you ask me for my opinion? Please don't ask me for my opinion. They took my opinion when I came to work.
So why now has the focus changed?
I feel that the solicitor and possibly even the judge is out to prove a point and get Tony Trout.
This member of the grand jury says everything that has happened points to one thing.
Sure looks like there's corruption.
Before today, Tony Trout did take his concerns about the judge in this case to the state Supreme Court, which according to this letter, says it plans to investigate all of this. Michael. As public as the one right now involving Greenville County government. At issue, millions of your dollars and what some describe as a cover-up.
Councilman says the county is paying road crews millions of dollars for work they never do. And now he's asked an FBI task force to investigate. News 4's Gordon Dill reports.
First-term Councilman Tony Trout started rocking the boat right after his election. Last October, he threatened legal action against the county administrator because of what he called slow response in providing county paving records. Trout says fighting the system is what he was elected to do.
The reason I ran, two reasons. First off, they wouldn't pave my road out here. And then the second reason was to get rid of a good old boy.
Trout says he's found both of those things in exactly the same place. The county did pave his street, all 2,500 feet. The problem is, this road is only 1,500 feet long.
But it's about 1,000 foot short to what they said they paved. I mean, like, you know, I haven't seen a road stretcher yet that big.
Trout says there is either fraud or incompetence in the way paving contracts are awarded. And Tuesday, he sent this letter to the new Public Corruption Task Force saying, quote, "The good old boy system is alive and well here in Greenville County. And I have discovered that the road program is the most guarded, top-secret program that I have ever seen." End quote. Trout says his own street is just one example where the county paid for paving on a length of road that does not exist. Says other roads, like in these pictures sent from Trout to the FBI, show unpaved, unfinished, or unused roads supposedly paved at county expense. He says he'll keep making noise on county council until what he calls the good old boys are gone. Gordon Dill, WYFF News 4, Greenville County.
A county spokesperson said Administrator Joe Cornell would not comment on Trout's accusation.
This plot being is an official record and it's served on the judge.
What you are looking at here is the judicial process.
I know there's a cover-up taking place. There's no doubt there's a cover-up taking place.
The foreman of the Greenville County Grand Jury wanted his identity hidden, but asked our cameras to be there as he makes a request to the judge to reconvene the jury this week after a number of delays, saying, "I believe that if this meeting is not held, it will allow rampant cronyism and corruption to continue in this county."
After the first of the year, I go off the grand jury. And the grand jury needs to hear all of the evidence and see all of the evidence.
This all stems back to September 26th. Councilman Tony Trout appeared before the grand jury to report what he feels is criminal activity by the county in its road program. Millions of dollars, he claims, is unaccounted for.
I can't tell you what is going on in the grand jury. The only thing I can tell you is in general what I have observed.
But why ask us to document this?
I felt like if I brought that letter up here to have it recorded, it would just be swept under the rug.
Attorney Fletcher Smith says even if this is public record, he sees a problem.
Nothing that goes in the grand jury should be known by any member of the public except the grand jury and whoever participated in those proceedings, and they must be kept secret. So I don't know how far this person is treading.
The grand jury foreman says he knows that, but he fears the corruption as he sees it will be covered up. It's that big?
It's that big.
Covered up unless a lot of people start asking questions.
I'd be very concerned if the process is flawed, if the process is set up for a reason and to come up with some desired results. But anytime there's a leak or you are concerned about the process, it does raise great concern for all of us.
Into the computer activities of a county administrator. As News 4's Myra Ruiz reports, his actions follow comments from a federal judge.
Former Greenville County Councilman Tony Trout did not speak after being sentenced to 1 year and 1 day for spying on County Administrator Joe Cornell's computer. But the words of the federal judge echo days later about information Trout uncovered.
The judge alluded to the misconduct of Joe Cornell, and it's something that we will certainly take a look at.
U.S. Attorney Walt Wilkins could not reveal the exact contents of what was found, but says at this point there is not enough evidence to charge Cornell with a federal crime.
Against the law to travel in interstate commerce or entice someone else to travel in interstate commerce to engage in sex for money.
In court, Judge Henry Floyd referred to Cornell, saying, "It is troubling to me that no harsher penalty was administered." Council Chairman Butch Kirban said the matter was a personnel issue. In this case, Mr. Cornell has an exemplary work record and very high performance ratings, so we handled it in that manner. Meantime, it's a case of computer intrusion still raising questions. Myra Ruiz, WYFF News 4.
No comment tonight from County Administrator Joe Cornell, but today Tony Trout told News 4, quote, "What goes around comes around."